Do you like watch YouTube videos on? That's what you're doing. When I come in here and I'm like, hey, Rob, let's go over the articles. You're like, watching a video, man. You're watching YouTube videos on dances, aren't you? This guy. What is up, crypto fam? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto. This is your co-host here, David. We are coming at you live from Global Studios in Sin City, Nevada with another one of our amazing live shows. It's your first time checking us out. Welcome. Make sure you say hello in the comments. We'd love to give you a shout out on the channel. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer. We ain't financial advisors. Do your own research. That being said, I want to show you the man. The only man I know that pats himself on the back 60,000 times a day, because I ain't patting him on the back. It's your least favorite co-host and my unfortunately favorite co-host and only co-host, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. It's your first time checking us out. We're an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel. We take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way, just like your boy. Also, quick shout out to Global Media. They help us broadcast to other channels than just YouTube. And then, if you didn't already know, we don't just do live streams here. We also do deep dives. This is the live stream, though. Check out the deep dives. And then, we're a young and growing channel. If you didn't already know, hit the subscribe button. If you ain't already subscribed, what the hell are you doing? And then, like the video so we get more people in here. And then lastly, ring the notification bell. Actually, that's not lastly. I got one more request. All of you in the chat, would you please today type away? I need lots of chats. Apparently, the algorithm for YouTube likes to suggest our video when we have. Look at this guy. You see, he's trying to psych me out, bro. He's trying to psych me out, but this guy right here.
Stay focused.
This is your boy is stone cold. You can't affect me.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I gotta look at that face all day long. And then I do the post editing on the videos, and I literally stare at your face. And what ends up happening is,
welcome, bro.
I got this video, and it takes me like 8 hours to chop this thing up. So I got to look at him all zoomed in.
You're welcome.
Rewind,
You're welcome.
play, rewind, play,
You're welcome.
rewind,
You're welcome.
play,
You're welcome.
with his face over and over again. And I got to
welcome.
take a break every at least an hour and a half.
Got you, bro.
It's only so much the eyes can handle. So
Got you.
So if you guys could keep the conversation going, keep the chat going, because the more we talk, the more messages we send, the more likely to YouTube to recommend us, because they will see like, hey, what's going on here?
What's going on?
What's going on with this
What
channel?
are they saying?
People are talking. People are vibing. They liking the show.
We must show this to other people.
That's right.
And then what happens, Robin?
We get a Vegas party. That's right. We want to turn this into a Vegas party. Today we're setting the Vegas party goal at 20 viewers. So when we get to 20 viewers, we will officially be at Vegas party, and then we're gonna end up bumping the bar up as we move along. So today's goal: 20 viewers in the party, Vegas fiesta. Let's go, baby.
Hey.
David.
Okay. Real quick shout out. What is up? Stereo 2, Russell, Chef, Sean. Welcome back, my friends. We're excited to have you. How did the Robin's live go last night? Did you guys like it? I heard him talking shit again. Did anyone come to my defense? I hope they did. Counting on you guys. Anyways.
You know, David reached out to me. What was it? David reached out to me this morning, and he requested an appearance on the live stream at night. I told him no.
I requested an appearance.
I said no. I said, David, you are not allowed here. The people have come and the people have spoken, and they want to see Big Rob, bro. That's what it is. So you know what time it is, baby.
You know what? Maybe we'll have a competition. Maybe I'll do a nightly live next Wednesday or next Thursday, and then you do a nightly live next Monday or next Tuesday, and we'll see who gets the more viewers. Does that sound good?
It sounds good, bro.
Okay.
I'll tell you, man, if it's a competition, we all know David does not play fair. He's going to have every tablet. He's going to have every smartphone. He's going to be calling up all the fam he hasn't talked to.
One tablet and one phone.
He's going to call up fam he hasn't talked to in years. He'll be like, hey, man, do me a favor. I need you to pull up this live stream.
Hey, man.
Winning at dirty tactics right here. This guy. You know what I mean? I'm original. You know what I mean? I'm platonic. If it comes naturally, it comes naturally, because I know where the face goes, the people come.
Where the face goes, the people come. Okay. Well, that can have more than one meaning. The Hedge Pro, what is up, Robin? Give him an hola. Wedge Pro. The Hedge Pro was in the house.
I'm sorry. Hola, Hedge Bro. Welcome to the party. Well, it's not a party yet, but if you are first-time viewer, we like to congratulate you for finding the most amazing channel.
Welcome, brother.
ever.
Welcome.
This is our intro, so at some point we will start talking crypto. So just have a little patience. And Olga, how you doing? Welcome.
Sup.
Now,
All right.
David, what do we got today?
On the slate today, we have our hot take. We have our talking points. Then we're going to do our buy, sell, hodl skit. Super, super fun. We'd love for you guys to participate with us in the buy, sell, hodl. We'll get into the details of that as we go along the show, and then we're going to end with our market analysis. Also, blockchain parlay results are 1 day away. Who is going to win? Who is going to win the Cardano giveaway? I'm excited. Robin's working hard on a really cool graphic for you guys to show all the results. I'm excited.
I am.
As long as Robin doesn't win, I don't care who wins. As long as it ain't Robin. So excited for that. All right. Before we get into the hot take. So was it yesterday's show or the day before? IMF came out, the International Monetary Fund. They came out right after, it was after Bitcoin had taken that 15% dip down to 31,000. They came out and said, El Salvador, we recommend that you drop Bitcoin as legal tender. And Robin and I on air said, President Bukele is going to come with a tweet, with a GIF, whatever it is, he's going to respond. He didn't respond during the live when we first were talking about it, but guess what? He has responded. You guys ready to see his response?
Yeah, I haven't seen this. This is
Pull up
news
the
to me.
laptop. Let's show the people the response. It is from The Simpsons. You got Bitcoin and what seems to be President Bukele or El Salvador sitting, and the IMF is doing a handstand like, oh, that's pretty cool. We see you. Move along. He doesn't give a single fuck. People are shitting on this man. They're saying he's doing the wrong thing for adopting Bitcoin as legal tender in his country. The amount of money he's spending, they're shitting on him. But guess what? He doesn't care. And I love that about this man. We need to preserve this man at all costs. We need to protect this man.
Preserve this man? Like what? Like pickle him?
Like, no, don't let...
like salt cure? Like what is it?
We can't let anyone harm this man.
We need a...
He cannot be taking from us.
Bukele's true form will be beef jerky.
We have to protect him as a community. We have to come together, put our arms around President Nayib Bukele, because he is the pioneer in the Bitcoin adoption as legal tender in the world. We love this man. Let us know what you think. Should he listen to the IMF or should he give him the middle finger like he has been? I say, keep doing you, President Bukele. You're doing great things for your people. I know they might not see it now. It might not make sense now why you're spending so much money on a cryptocurrency, on Bitcoin, but we look back in 5 years from now, that country is going to be so much more prosperous than it is now. And we're going to say, wow, this guy was onto something. And everyone, including the IMF, is going to come out and say, we're sorry, you were right. Well, they probably won't because they're egotistical assholes, but you get the point what I'm saying. So that's all I got. Robin?
Bukele's a G.
He's a genius?
A G.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's a G.
That's all. I mean, he speaks his mind, however he feels. He isn't.
He will not be swayed.
Yeah, he's not confined by what a publicist puts in front of a teleprompter for him. He's not going to say what is uniformly accepted as political speech. Man just gets on Twitter and he's all like, "That's cute, nice, sure."
Hedge Pro said middle finger for sure, 100%, my friend. Hey, bro, make sure you subscribe, like the video, come back. We're having fun. All right. Okay. Anything before I move on to the hot take, Robin?
So the markets are just a quick talk about the markets.
Quick summarization.
So 24 hours ago, we hit 38,000. Right now, we're sitting at about 36,000, and the Nasdaq. So we'd like to touch on stocks here. And we won't go over them too much, but there is some correlation to the stock market as it is with crypto, and Nasdaq this index fund happens to track the tech stocks and more volatile assets, at least for in comparison to the other hedge funds. And anyways, NASDAQ is more representative of these type of investments that go into crypto. So they have the closest correlation. NASDAQ down over 1%. I think 1.3 right now. So that's taking a dump. So I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin follow the NASDAQ. And I think probably by the end of the show, we'll be around 35, maybe even 34,000 by the end of the day. So just be prepared for that.
A move is coming.
Yeah.
Check this out.
What's up?
This is a 1 hour chart on Bitcoin. Okay, I talk about. Can you see that on the? Can you see the bands on the stream, Ronnie? Ronnie. So I always talk about Bollinger Bands, and Robin's like, "Why don't you talk about something different than Bollinger Bands?" And I'm just like, "There's so much technical analysis that you can do with charts and this and that." I try to keep it simple. I try to keep it as easy to digest for the viewer, for you guys, as possible. So Bollinger Bands are typically my go-to. Anytime you see the Bollinger Bands tightening like they are now, we are going to see a big move. And this is the 1 hour chart. So you can see happen here, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to see a move here in the next 3-4 hours, in my opinion. So it'll be in my opinion, a 4, 5, 6% move. Now, whether that's to the upside or downside remains to be seen. Hopefully it'll happen during our live stream so we can talk about it with you guys. If not, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
That's right.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I think whatever direction Bitcoin is going in come Friday, tomorrow, I think it's gonna keep following that direction over the weekend. So if we end up finding a $34,000 Bitcoin come tomorrow, I think we might be testing 32,000 come Monday.
So our new friend Hedge Pro, would you prefer us to refer to you as Hedge or Pro? Let us know, because
or HP.
HP, I like HP. Let us know what you would like us. He said 33K. I can definitely see that. I'm thinking closer to 32, 31. We'll see. Again, if drops like this don't excite you, maybe you need to watch more Sin City Crypto and learn about why Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is so special. Because for me, when I see dips like this, it excites me. My portfolio is not excited, but hey, I just throw more money at it.
The money is made. The money is made in the dips. In the bear market. The bear market is where people become wealthy. If you try to buy it when everyone's talking about it and there's lots of buzz, my best analogy or my best example, when people that have no experience in crypto are all of a sudden talking about they bought Shiba Inu, do not purchase it. You are late. Simple as that. I'm not saying you can't make money on it, but at that point, it's not a good time to enter. So
can't argue with that.
Yeah, there it is. So
I mean, I want to argue with it just because it's you, but I can't.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to our very first segment. He said it doesn't matter. I like HP. All right,
baby.
HP it is. My boy HP is back. He's coming back.
You
tomorrow.
down with HPP?
HP, listen. Listen. Tomorrow, you got to come back. We do blockchain parlay. We do giveaways. You're not going to be able to participate in the one that's ongoing, but tomorrow there'll be a brand new one. Make sure you come back. We will be announcing it. We'll tell you all about it. It'll be fun. Come back. All right, let's get into our first segment, the hot take.
It's hot.
Ooh, that's hot, baby.
So the hot take for today is, what will happen if Amazon accepts crypto payments? What will happen if one of the world's largest online retailers starts accepting cryptocurrency payments? This might seem like a very obvious answer, so I'm going to send it over to Obvious Robin.
So two ways of looking at this. Two ways of looking at this, okay?
What was that?
Shut up. So, first of all, great for the space. Amazing for the space. You have one of the top companies in the world accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment. It is not a question of when. It is, no, hold on, I messed that up. Not a question of if, but a question of when. And it is coming. You have an online payments where you only transact with digital money. Let's not kid ourselves. You don't. There's no way of inserting cash into Amazon, so they already accept digital payments. It's just in the traditional form. So what's more efficient in the digital money and the payment system? Cryptocurrency. I think all of us can agree with that. So it's an obvious transition that will come at some point. The only thing that concerns me is that as these large corporations start integrating crypto payments, it starts to take away the idea of decentralization and this community that we have, to where we're in charge of our own money and we're part of this DeFi thing. And if Amazon and Walmart and every large entity starts accepting cryptocurrency, majority of the control will be with the large companies, because they're going to have the largest assets on hand. They're going to have the largest treasuries.
Robin,
So it is a double-edged sword. We're trying to get away from the traditional system because of the power and the manipulation when it comes to big tech companies and large corporations. And as the movement changes from where it is now to corporate adoption, yet again, we'll find ourselves in the same situation as before, where big companies control the money system. And that's something that kind of scares me. Now, is it good? Would I be excited if Amazon took crypto? Absolutely. But it is just a reminder that things will probably circle around and be in the same boat that they are now, with just a different coat of paint. So, what do you say, David?
so do you think Amazon will adopt one of these payment rails like an XRP, like an AMP, or do you think that they'll create their own payment token and make people transact in that?
No, you saw what happened with Facebook when they tried to create their
Yeah, but
own
Facebook
token.
ain't Amazon, bro.
They're another.
Jeff Bezos. Have you seen his girlfriend?
I know he got divorced. He's got a new side
Lauren
chick.
Sanchez, bro.
She's smoking.
She's smoking.
Oh.
She's out. I'm just
Good for
saying.
you. I mean, you got a lot of money. You can kind of, get the pick of the litter. So,
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you create your own token? You can earn money.
You can't. As a company that large, you can't.
Okay, so go
Because
buy one.
there's
Go
too much.
buy-
There's too much. No. You got to understand. If you're going to get into that space, that is not your forte. You are a retail company that offers their services online with a catalog.
You
It's
can't.
literally what
okay,
it is.
So you're telling
So
me.
if you are a payment system, then absolutely.
You're
Then that's
telling me
your-
they can't go out and hire a team or hire a
okay.
segment of their company.
Theoretically, they could.
Okay.
However, it's not going to happen because the government won't allow it. They'll push back. I mean, you see what happens when Coinbase, who is an exchange publicly traded, tries to offer some kind of
Coinbase ain't Amazon, bro. Amazon.
That's what I'm saying. Amazon's so much bigger.
That's what I'm saying. So they're gonna have
second that Facebook decided to run their own cryptocurrency.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, and
We're talking
they
about
crashed
now.
and burned. And nothing has changed except for there's a bigger target on.
But Amazon deals in payments all day.
Amazon facilitates payments, but they don't. That's not how they got to where they are. They started by being a online retailer that's selling books, and then they grew into what they are. They offered other products, and they streamlined and they capitalize on the next day delivery and the
Okay,
convenience.
so answer this question: if they wanted to, could they?
It's not okay.
If they wanted
your
to, could they?
question
Yes
is,
or no?
are they going to do it? My answer is no.
Okay,
the
new
government won't
question.
allow them.
New question.
What?
If they wanted to, could they?
Yes.
So why wouldn't they?
Have you not listened to what I said?
Why
The
would-
government won't let them.
Let's say the government lets them.
Then
Is
what
that the
kind
only
of
hurdle?
hypothetical question
is
is
that
this?
the only hurdle? Is the government the only hurdle? Is that what you're saying?
What? Okay. What would they? What would
Answer
they
the
gain?
question.
Why
Is the
are? What
government
does this
the
have to do
only
anything?
hurdle? Why can't you answer a simple question? Is the government the only hurdle?
No, there's tons of
So
hurdles.
what are the other hurdles?
What does this have to do with a hot take?
I'm trying to get. We're talking about Amazon and payments.
Okay. The other hurdles are launching a new token, which you can go into. What are all the hurdles of launching a
They
new
can do
token?
it.
You have to
They
do a
can- they have
community.
the
You
resources
have to
to
build
do
it
it.
out. You have to have a
Check.
test net.
They got the
Then you
resources
gotta-
to
then-
do it.
Okay.
Check.
I don't understand where this question is going, bro. What are
Ronnie,
you
do you
trying to?
understand
What
where
are
this
you? What
question
are
is
you
going?
trying to ask me?
I'm trying to tell you that. Well, first question was, would it be beneficial for Amazon to launch their own payment token and accept that for their products, or would they just adopt one already in the space? You said they can't. I said, why? You said because of this. I said, well, what if that wasn't an issue? You said, maybe. I said, what are some of the other hurdles? And then here we are right now. So there's your 5-second recap.
Okay. What grand benefit are you trying to get at that Amazon? Okay, yeah, they can make some more money by having their own token and capitalizing on it, but it doesn't. Okay, with the government, it would be more of a headache for them to launch their own token because there's so much government regulation that's not even their sector, and I don't understand why you would even come to this conclusion. Like that's some necessary step that they would have to like. It makes no difference. They're an online retailer, and they're an online retailer. They take MasterCard, American Express, PayPal. They're just gonna accept Bitcoin. Like, what's the problem? Why do they gotta reinvent? Why do they gotta go buy it? Why do they gotta go start their own credit card? Why do they gotta go buy up MasterCard?
Why do they start? Why does Amazon have their own credit card? Do they make any money from their credit card?
But they didn't create their credit card. It's not like they created a banking system and launched a credit card. They basically it's a fucking MasterCard. It's a MasterCard, Amazon,
Visa.
Is it Visa?
Visa. I have it.
Well, whatever. It's a freaking Visa card. So basically, Visa does everything for them. Right. So it's going to be the same thing for crypto. They're going to find a chain. They're going to do all their transactions for them.
Amazon token, I like it. You can make money.
It's not going to happen.
I don't know. Literally, I don't know if it'll happen.
Mark Zuckerberg had to go to court and sit in a chair in front of.
That was 3 years ago,
and it's worse now. Crypto is worse. We've had nothing besides hearing after hearing.
How are you going to say crypto is worse off now than it was 3 years ago?
In the eyes of the government, there's more regulation. There's bigger target. They're like they just sitting down all the stable coins.
Is that why they passed 2 ETFs?
2 futures ETFs that have nothing to do with the actual market. All it is old people just betting on the price of money.
Is it not an ETF?
Okay. What is wrong with you today?
What is wrong with you today?
You're coming out here with some. I just want to have a fun conversation about Amazon entering the space. Are you not? And now all of a sudden,
entertained? Are you not having fun?
I am definitely not entertained. I'm jacked up on coffee, and you done hit the caffeine button in the wrong direction, bro.
What do you guys think? Take all the hurdles away. Let's say Amazon does have the resources and is able to launch their own token. Instead of incorporating or adopting something like AMP or another payment rail, what if they just launched their own token? And if you want to buy any Amazon goods from their website, you have to buy it with the Amazon token.
You have to buy it?
You have to buy it. If you want to buy it with digital currency.
That's a great business model.
I'm
just shut out every person that has a Visa card.
Okay. Maybe instead of having to buy with the Amazon token, you can get a discount if you use your Amazon token.
What the hell you got into before you came in?
You know what? Just because your fucking brain is like this,
you're like a cat that found the catnip box, bro.
And you have no way to expand your vision a little bit and think outside the box, doesn't mean that you're always fucking right.
No. We're in this box, and you're
in the box.
And then you took like a bucket that's like been stepped on with holes in it, and you threw some sand in there, and you threw it on my desk, bro. Makes no damn sense.
Speaking of Sandbox, we did do a deep dive on Sandbox, guys. How to make money in the Sandbox. The video is actually doing pretty good right now. Go check it out.
This is only the beginning of the show.
Leon, what's up, my dude? I told you today's show was going to be fire. Robin is an unimaginative, boring, fucking stale person and has a boring, stale brain. Well, your boy here, your co-host here, I'm here to expand and to give you ideas. And what are the possibilities of what our space can do? What can Amazon do? What can Apple do? What can we do?
He's just over here on some weird science. He's like, hey, so what would happen if NASA decided to make their own token? What if all of a sudden you could take the wheels off of your Tesla and replace it with Bitcoin plates? Like, come on, bro. What are you coming up with all these stupid ass examples, bro?
Those are not relevant.
Exactly.
Amazon token is fucking relevant. We're talking about Amazon accepting crypto payments.
Amazon launching a token is not relevant. Get out of here.
How is that not relevant? Okay. What do you guys think in the chat? Am I right? Is it relevant, or is Robin right? It's not relevant. Let us know what you guys think, because we're going to fucking sit here. And after the show, we're going to sit there. We're going to argue about it for another 30 fucking minutes off air until I get so fed up that I leave. All right. Let's move on to our next segment, the talking points. All right, so we'd like to show you guys videos. We have a video here from Skybridge founder and CEO Anthony Scaramucci, also known as the Mooch. That's what I think President Trump named him when he was in his cabinet or something. Anyways, he was on, I believe, CNBC. He was talking about Bitcoin. He was talking about crypto. Some really, really good stuff. This was from about 2 or 3 days ago or 2 days ago. Please enjoy. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Close to, frankly, 50% off of its all-time highs. What are we supposed to make of this? What do you make of it?
Well, Jim was just talking about the 2000 NASDAQ debacle. Of course, I lived through that, and many things got decimated, but quality things lasted. You can go back through Amazon as an example, 8 periods of time where it dropped at least 50% since its inception. Yet if you had a $10,000 investment in Amazon on its IPO, Andrew, it's worth $22 million today. So I think ultimately it's about buying quality and recognizing that Bitcoin, and I've said on this air many times, it's not a store of value at this moment. It's not technically a currency at this moment, but what it is an early adoption technology, an early adoption technical story. With that, there's going to come a lot of volatility. And so I wouldn't have predicted what happened in 2021. The China mining shutdown, but then also the $3 billion of purchases by Elon Musk through his companies and his personal investing. And so this year, I'm not going to be able to predict what's going to happen, but I'm willing to venture that more people will own Bitcoin on 12/31 of this year than they did prior. And Bitcoin is going to have, in my opinion, half a billion wallets, possibly 1 billion wallets as we get to 2024. And so people should ride this stuff out. I think it is it's nonsensical to expect just a asymmetric 45-degree line in any story as new as Bitcoin.
One of the things we've talked about, though, is a lot of proponents of Bitcoin have been telling investors, especially retail investors, to, quote, stack and to keep stacking. And this was, of course, in the 40s and the 50s and the $60,000 range. MicroStrategy obviously almost has a leveraged stacking strategy. Would you be buying now at this point? And by the way, would you buy into a company like MicroStrategy as a Bitcoin?
Well, we own Yes, well, we own MicroStrategy through our ETF CRPT. It's one of our largest holdings. We also have unit investment trusts with First Trust that we hold MicroStrategy. We see it as a proxy for Bitcoin, but I'm not recommending leverage. I would never lever an asset like Bitcoin because of the volatility and the uncertainty. And so retail investors, I think people are saying they want them to stack and hold on and think of it the way we should have all thought of Microsoft or Apple or Google. It's that good of a technology. It is a transformational event. If you and I really study the blockchain and we recognize that these securities, these cryptocurrencies, however they're going to eventually be deemed by the SEC, are going to delayer the economy and make the economy more efficient, then I think Michael Saylor is ultimately right that Bitcoin represents digital energy, digital property in that landscape, and people are going to want to have that on their balance sheet so that they can make those transactions. But please do not lever Bitcoin. Bitcoin is too volatile. It would be like levering Amazon back in 1998, 99, and 2000.
All right. Anthony Scaramucci had some very valid points. First one being Bitcoin ain't going nowhere. We've been telling you guys this. Everyone's been telling you this. Anthony's telling you is the same thing. He talks about, he compared it to Amazon, right? There is no straight line for any stock or even crypto that just goes like this. There's going to be pullbacks. He talked about how Amazon had multiple 50% pullbacks in its early days. And look at where Amazon is now. What do you say? $10,000 if you invested during their IPO, you would have had over 22 million. You have the same opportunity with Bitcoin. Literally the same exact opportunity. Now, what I thought was interesting is people always say Bitcoin's a store of value. He actually said at this very moment, Bitcoin is not a store of value. So I want to ask.
He said yet.
Yeah, he said yet. Robin, do you think at this very moment, Bitcoin is a store of value?
I mean, there is over $1 trillion, well, Actually, it's probably not at $1 trillion
No,
anymore.
it's way less now.
However, there has been and will be in the short term over $1 trillion in Bitcoin with value locked up. So if it's not, if there's $1 trillion worth of value there, then what else is it? Because people aren't using it for payments.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a handful of people using the Lightning Network, but let's be real. People aren't using it as payment. At least not in any large facet. And so if there's $1 trillion,
no one's building on it.
yeah, if there's $1 trillion and people aren't using it for payment, then what it by definition is that?
Yeah.
It's a store of value. You're keeping your money on there. There's tons of people, there's millions of people that have their money set in Bitcoin. And that's it. It is exactly what it is on face value. Now, is it a store of value in comparison to gold? Obviously, it's not there. Gold has over a $20 trillion market cap. So if you're going to compare it to gold as a store of value, maybe not. But by definition, that's exactly what it is. You're not running smart contracts and running DeFi on Bitcoin. So what is it? It's a store of value. Is it as big as gold? No. So anyways, Scary Moochie, big fan of his. You guys should check out his videos. He's the founder of or CEO of Skybridge Capital. He is pretty well invested in crypto. He's one of the more outspoken voices. He does have also investments in Ethereum and other alts as well, so he's not 100% into Bitcoin. So it's refreshing to hear his perspective on where the market is, and it just goes to show you that the smart money, the people that have been in space for a while, people that truly believe in Bitcoin, they stand by the same narrative that, hey, it's here to stay. It's a great long-term investment. But with that said, you can't ignore the fact of volatility, so just be careful. Don't go refinance your house to buy a bunch of Bitcoin. Just be smart about it. Dollar cost average in. Get exposure by what you can afford. So,
do you think we'll see 1 billion wallets holding Bitcoin in the next 2 years?
2 years now.
5 years?
Yes.
What do you guys think? You guys think we'll see 1 billion wallets that hold any amount of Bitcoin? It could be $5, could be 50 million bucks. In the next, by year's end, 2023. 2 years. You guys think we'll see 1 billion wallets holding Bitcoin? Let us know what you guys think. I think the answer is yes. Actually, I think the answer is no. Because I think most of the money that is going to go into Bitcoin is going to be from institutions moving forward. And obviously, they're not buying $100 worth. They're buying millions and hundreds of millions of dollars worth. So more Bitcoin, but less wallets. All right. Let's get into our very first article today. It's our favorite thing to talk about here. The SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States of America, rejects another application for a Bitcoin Trust Spot ETF, this time from Fidelity Wise Origin. Shocked. Absolute shocker. The regulatory body, which is the SEC, said any rule change in favor of approving the ETF would not be aimed at preventing, quote, fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices, nor would it necessarily, quote, protect investors and the public interest. And on the very bottom here, many analysts do not expect SEC officials to approve Bitcoin-linked ETFs anytime soon. The regulatory body is expected to reach a decision on NYDIG Spot ETF and asset manager Stone Ridge Holdings Group ETF on March 16th. What's your bet? Is your bet that on these two ones on the 16th of March, are they going to get approved? Or are they going to get denied? Or are they going to extend the deadline again? I'm going to ask that question to Robin, and I'm going to ask that question to our chat.
No. Nothing has changed.
Know what? They're going to deny it?
Yeah, they're going to deny or postpone it. So fundamentally, nothing has changed. I'm going to say that until there's a different perspective from Congress, White House, the president, or a change in the members of the SEC, why would they have a different outlook? What has changed in the last 3 to 4 months that would make them look at an application for ETF any different? There's been nothing but the same consensus: too volatile, too risky, not established enough, blah, 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 hasn't been around. How is somebody going to acquire Bitcoin at the same rate that people are buying? There's a lot of proposals that they have for knocking it down or or denying it, but
it's always the same thing.
It's all stupid points.
It's always the same reason.
You can't deny that.
How are you protecting investors? It's too volatile. They're gonna lose their money.
It's simple, man. You know what? A spot Bitcoin ETF comes out. A lot of volatility, a lot of exposure for traditional investors that can't get their hands on Bitcoin.
You know what?
Especially institutions that have treasuries.
Keep fucking talking.
So there's institutions that have treasuries that would like to have exposure of Bitcoin just in the way that it's set up because they're publicly traded companies. They can't just go out and acquire Bitcoin outside of their business model. So yes, there will be volatility. You pass a Bitcoin ETF, the spot one, then yeah, you're going to get a big surge of people in there. But the market
You
will
want to talk
correct.
about fucking volatility?
Tesla.
What stock is this?
Tesla.
It has 10% swings on the fucking daily. On the daily, $90. It goes up $130. It goes up $50. It goes up like look at this chart. If this isn't volatility, I literally don't know what is. Let's put a line here. This is let's look at the 5-day. It goes from a range of $973 to $844. It's down 10% on the day. Is this considered volatile? Yes or no? Donnie, is this volatile? Yes. Robin, is this volatile?
Sure.
Chat, is this volatile? Is this volatile? I mean, go look at Tesla stock. Go look at the movement it makes. I think it shot up like $400 in 3 days, like last month, where it got up to over $1,200.
I mean, if you pull up the chart for the S&P 500, it looks pretty similar too.
I'm just saying the whole volatility thing, like get the fuck out of here with the volatility thing. It's like they have nothing else to hang their hat on, so, it's too volatile.
80% of the days in 2021, the S&P 500 broke all-time highs. And then now you've had a pullback of over, I think it's like 13%. Yeah. 13% in an asset class or index fund, 13% of over $40 trillion. So massive money lost. People went poor, and yeah, and they're worried about Bitcoin's little small market cap.
We have a new person in the chat, Mindy.
I think it might be a bot. Mindy, are you a bot?
A bot?
No,
Why would it be a bot?
What's this VOR?
Is that Russian? Is Olga in here? Because I know she's Russian. Is that Russian?
Why are you assuming she's Russian? Because of the name?
No, because you're right. Nikolova. If you're not Russian, Olga, I apologize. I'm pretty sure you're Russian, though. So.
It's like Gregory in the chat. I'm going to assume you're from America.
We make
racist.
assumptions here.
Racist.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's move on to our next article. More SEC news. The SEC is reportedly has nothing else to do again. So let's go find another fucking couple cryptocurrencies where we can probe our fucking knife into. The SEC reportedly probing crypto lending products by Gemini and Celsius. The SEC's main concern reportedly lies with the high yield offering by crypto lending services, which are often considerably higher than most savings banks. And this is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. We care so much about you, the people of the USA, the investors. We care so much about your safety. We don't want you to make money. We want you to go put your money in the bank account. We want you to earn 0.0002% interest. Earning 4% interest is absolutely ridiculous. It should not be allowed. It's for your own protection, guys. Please understand. We're protecting you. We don't want you to earn these things because it's dangerous. All the money you're going to make, you're not going to be able to spend it on things that you should spend it on. We're protecting you. Fuck out of here. God, I fucking hate this shit, man. I absolutely hate this shit. People are starting to take control of their money and finances and getting away from the... Why is the camera on this ugly ass? Trying to separate from the big banks and what they do with our money. We're trying to take control of our own finances. And here you fucking go. Another thing with the SEC under the fucking guise of investor protector, blah, 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 blah. They're fucking looking into this shit. They're going to deny it again. Robin, get the fuck out of here, Robin. The main focus of the inquiry is reportedly around whether the crypto lending services will be considered securities and therefore must be registered with the commission. The interest rates offered by crypto lending services range anywhere between 3 to 18%, while traditional bank savings offer less than 0.1%. And then I think I have something else highlighted down here. No, I don't. That's it. I said my piece. Robin, go ahead. I need some water.
Yeah, I ate over there, bro.
No, I fucking hate the SEC shit.
Were you like staking on Gemini or something?
My what?
No,
I'm not. I'm not. But like, I know people are, and people are getting fucking shitted on. They're getting shitted on.
You know what? I'm not surprised. They threatened Coinbase with a lawsuit when they were trying to do staking yields on, or offer interest on staking.
See, I told you Olga's Russian.
You're David, our new in-house detective here. So now, yeah, I'm not surprised. They threatened a lawsuit against Coinbase for these exact practices. So I don't really know what that has to do. The Securities and Exchange Commission. Let's break down the 3 words: Securities Exchange Commission. Nothing to do with staking and earning interest. Like, I don't understand why they are even regulating it. Right? Securities, which is stocks. Exchanges, which, yes, they're an exchange, but they're talking about
targeting the exchange,
but they
product.
Yeah, and they're targeting an interest product. So they don't regulate the bank's savings account interest. They don't look at those as fraudulent. So I don't.
What they're trying to say, and I didn't highlight it, but they're trying to say that the money you have in your bank is FDIC insured. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, the little fine print on FDIC, because I used to sell insurance, is they have up to 99 years to pay that money back. 99 years. So you could be fucking dead before you get all that money back. So they're trying to say that, these high yield savings accounts are not FDIC insured, so our investors are not protected. Well, that's a risk they're willing to take. They're willing to take the risk of earning up to 5, 10, 15% interest with the risk of possibly losing their money. If that is a risk they are willing to take, then what the fuck matter is it to you? Just take your taxes on the money they made and just move along. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. They're going to tax them. You're going to make more money off the taxes people are paying. And I'm more than happy to pay taxes on my crypto earnings as long as they're fair. And
in contrast, there are some risks you do take with staking,
but you know those risks, right?
Not really. I'm not making a case for the SEC.
No,
I'm just saying
know,
that
but
there are some liabilities. Okay, so for example, you have impermanent loss. So if you stake $1 million of Bitcoin, for example, and you're earning theoretically 10% interest a year, so at the end of the year, you're going to have $10.1 million, obviously. But if the price of Bitcoin gets cut in half, and then you in turn have $500,000 worth of asset value in the Bitcoin, you're still going to get taxed on the 10% earnings on the original investment. So you're going to be paying taxes on 10% of 1 million. And then, yeah. So anyways, you can actually lose significantly. But that's just the part of doing business. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that would happen if you invested in another asset class with returns so. I'm just saying that it's not free of risks. So there are ways to lose money. It's not 100% guaranteed to be profitable.
I would just hope that if you are throwing money at something, you understand what you're throwing money at. You understand the risks of it. If you're not, that's your own damn fault.
But David, we know you can say that, but let's be honest. Bro.
That is the whole idea.
Let's be honest.
Crypto and blockchain is
no.
decentralized.
But let's just be honest. You can sit here and say I hope, but 70% of the people in our space are not doing research. Let's be honest.
Well, they should watch Sin City Crypto.
You see if you look at any of the other channels, they're people just shilling coins. They want to know what should I invest in? Whatever, it is. It's like in a perfect world, everyone would do research and everyone would know exactly what's happening. It's the same way when like people lose money like in a scam or they send something to the wrong address. It's just human nature. People aren't as invested in crypto as we are. We don't want to, they're not going to sit there and spend the whole day. They just, they work, they got their own job, they got their family, they have some savings account. They just want to make the savings work for them, so they just quickly put it somewhere without much thought. So, yeah.
All right, let's move on. Next article. Russian Finance Ministry submits crypto regulatory framework for review. The ministry envisions crypto users executing transactions through banks and proposes to distinguish between qualified and unqualified holders. Ministry of Finance has come forward with an initiative that stands in stark contrast with the central bank's hardline position. If you're not familiar with this ongoing topic here, Russia's central bank came out and said, hey, government, you should ban crypto. The Ministry of Finance came out and said, hey, government, don't ban crypto. So now, they're head-to-head, and Big Vlad, Big V, Putin, he's coming out and saying, figure this shit out.
You said Putin?
Putin.
Mm-hmm.
Vladimir Putin, yes.
Like the gravy fries?
You guys ready for my Russian accent? We have a Vladimir Putin here, yes? So he's pretty much saying, get your shit together, bank and ministry. Come together. Let me know what the fuck I should do. We'll see what he does. Ivan Chebeskov, who's an official from the Ministry of Finance, stated that the government should regulate crypto instead of banning it entirely. The ministry cites statistics showing that Russian citizens are holding crypto that's worth around 2 trillion Russian rubles. Rubles, whatever. Adding that a total ban or lack of regulation. Rubles. I don't know. We got to... to our native Russian, how do you say it?
It's rubles. It's rubles.
Rubles? I don't know.
Rubles.
That country's in rubles.
Why don't you pronounce Bollinger Bands Bollinger too?
Bollinger Bands. Adding that a total ban or lack of regulation will eventually undermine the industry and create a black market. All right. Robin? We'd love to know your thoughts.
As expected. When the first article came out, I said that Russia is too far invested in cryptocurrency and that they have a lot to gain from crypto, and they've made a lot of money. There's a large industry, tons of jobs, economic prosperity that has come from the crypto sphere that is there in Russia, and they're one of the major players. So it was a little different in China. Basically, you just had handful of people mining. Not so many of the citizens themselves weren't buying and trading and using crypto as much as, say, Russia. So when they banned the mining there, a little different scenario. But I think Russia's a little bit more dependent on crypto. So not surprised. But I was surprised to hear Vladimir Putin saying that he basically came out and said that he was behind crypto, or that there's a lot to gain from there. So
he said that Russia holds an advantage in mining because they have so much renewable resources. And he also said that we don't want to fall behind in advancing technologically and financially in the world, which is smart.
See, that surprised me. That surprised me.
Why did that surprise you?
Well, because most of the really developed countries, the leaders, just kind of sidestep. They sidestep the whole topic. Biden has yet to say anything about crypto.
He can't even say 3 words.
Trump hasn't said anything about crypto when
he has. He says he hates crypto.
Yeah, but that was after the fact, after he was in office. So generally, the people in office, whether you're in the UK or your prime minister, whatever it is, generally the question comes up. You're like, yeah, it might not be the best. There's not a big political statement that's put out on crypto by the leaders of the world. So pretty surprised there, and surprised that he was behind it. He was surprised that he was supporting it. So basically, he just shut that whole door on, hey, Russia's going to ban crypto. He's like, close the door.
Close the door.
Conversation over.
Conversation over. Russell said, back in India, the government asked for worldwide help to control crypto, to bring it under government control. Not going to happen, bro. The whole idea of crypto is to not do that. It's decentralized. So,
from my understanding, I was listening to some podcast with India. I think it's against their constitution or against their laws, or it'll be unlawful to straight out ban crypto. Now, I'm sure there's a way to circumvent that.
A lot of people in India that have money in crypto.
Yeah. Now, I'm not familiar with how the Indian government works there, and so I don't want to speak on that. But I did catch a few experts talking about the inability of the Indian government outright ban it from top to bottom. Something about it being unconstitutional or unlawful. So,
yeah. All right, we got 10 people in the chat. If it is your first time here with us at Sin City Crypto, please drop a hello in the comment. We'd love to give you a shout out on the channel, and you can hear Robin's signature welcome. I'm not going to say it because that's his thing. All right, we're moving on to our.
We're halfway to a Vegas party.
That's right, baby. Let's go. Come, hey, bring some people in the gosh darn chat. All right, let's move on to our next article. Crypto industry seems willing to adopt Fat F travel rule. What's the proper way to pronounce the acronym? Fat?
No, you just call it the Fat F.
Fat F. Fat F. The theft. Anyways, a new report claims about 70% of respondents are either practicing the travel rule or planning to complete their compliance in Q1, Q2 of 2022. If you're not familiar with the FATF, it is the it was just on the top of it was a federal right here. Financial Action Task Force. Shit. Financial Action Task Force.
It's not like a 80s like superhero.
So this new travel rule is in an effort to combat money laundering and terrorism financing. The recommendation is on wire transfers that states that virtual asset service providers, or VASPs, financial institutions, and other regulated entities in member countries must give originator and beneficiary details to counterparts in transactions of $1,000 or more. And they're saying about 70% of the people are already doing this, and they're looking to have more of a mainstream adoption in this. I don't. Where do you stand on this, Robin? Before I give my 2 cents. Every transaction over $1,000, the person receiving it and the person sending it, they want to know who is it.
It's not surprising.
Does that go against what crypto is all about?
Not really. I mean, if you think about it, crypto, with the exception of a couple of projects, it's all transparent anyways. It's all in the blockchain. So you really want to know where it's going.
Anonymous.
Here's the thing. If I send you Bitcoin, the government wants to know where my Bitcoin went. They can find out who received it. They can pull up your wallet by where they can follow the paper
IP
trail.
address?
Yeah, they can just look at your wallet. You load money onto an exchange. Let's just use Coinbase, for example. You put money on Coinbase, and you remove your money from Coinbase, and you send it to your MetaMask, and then that wallet, that whole transaction is on the blockchain. It's public data.
How did they know that MetaMask wallet is yours?
Because you had to fill out KYC on Coinbase.
Yeah, but you don't have to on MetaMask. What if you send that money to someone?
I'm not saying that they know exactly whose wallet it is, but they can just use assumptions. And then when that money goes from MetaMask back to Coinbase, now they know that now you're sending money, now you're receiving it back, which is probably more than likely your personal wallet on the side. It doesn't take a genius, and the government can easily stitch these things together and figure out who, where, and why. So that's why when all of a sudden there's some terrorist organization where they're demanding Bitcoin as a form of payment, you hear about 2 or 3 days later they found out who it is and they reversed the transaction, or that they went after, or they froze it, whatever, because it's not hard. It's all electronic digital tracing. So,
okay. All right.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, nothing new here. It's the Fat F just wanting more control. They basically want to have their hands in everything, so that way they hold more power. Because just like social media, the more data you have on people, the more you're worth. And when it comes to financial institution, the more you know about people and where money's going, the more valuable your company is, and you can offer your services to other people. You can be like, hey, man, we got tabs on everybody across the planet. Like, you want to know where money's moving? I'm your man. Fat F, baby. So, not surprised at all.
All right. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're going to move on. Tesla's latest financial statement shows Bitcoin is worth $1.26 billion. If you remember, they spent $1.5 when they bought it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So
They lost money?
They lost money. So, and then a couple things I highlighted here. While Tesla never disclosed how much Bitcoin it owns, Musk previously hinted that it's close to 42,000 Bitcoin. And he also said, quote, when there's confirmation of reasonable between or close to 50% clean energy usage by miners with positive future trend, Tesla will resume allowing Bitcoin transactions. So they didn't sell their Bitcoin. They did ban it, or they didn't, I mean, not ban. They did take away the use of Bitcoin as a payment on their website. But he's saying that they're going to bring it back as soon as there's more renewable energy being used, more than 50%, which we're going in that direction anyways. We actually might be there right now.
It's like 70%.
We might be there right now. Don't quote me. I haven't looked at the actual
the
numbers.
last time I looked at it, Bitcoin's energy comes from 70% of it comes from renewable and green sources. So
yeah,
it's already there. It's just a narrative. It's all about these carbon credits, and yeah, it's all a political game for Tesla.
Are you surprised they didn't sell?
They sold 10%.
I would have thought
They sold 10% of their holdings to prove its liquidity to its shareholders about 8 months ago.
because people were freaking out.
Yeah.
But I would have thought that if they're so worried about Bitcoin being bad for the environment, that when they banned the payments, they would have also sold their Bitcoin, right? Because how are you going to say, I can hold Bitcoin, but you can't use Bitcoin to pay for Tesla because it's bad for the environment?
You would assume that.
A
You
little
would assume
contradicting?
that much, but it's all a publicity stunt. Like I said, it's just to appease certain people, and has nothing to do with their actual business model. And they understand the value of Bitcoin. They know that where it's gonna be in the future. Maybe not an exact price target, but you hold it now, it'll be worth a lot more later. And so, with that said, that's their treasury fund. That's the cash on hand. And so, yeah, they're investing in crypto. They understand what it is. Obviously, they're all in on Dogecoin too. So let's see how
Doge Father.
see how that
Doge
goes.
Father's back. All right, let's move on. Breaking news: MicroStrategy will continue to buy Bitcoin this year, says the CFO. This is not an article we're going to get too in depth into. Obviously, it's pretty straightforward. But MicroStrategy's chief financial officer Feng Li said the firm will continue to purchase Bitcoin despite recent downturns. And MicroStrategy currently holds 124,391 Bitcoin. Holy shit, that is a lot of Bitcoin. And then one last thing I want to read here. Lei said the firm has no plans to sell its holdings and that MicroStrategy is, quote, constantly looking at other ways to use Bitcoin to add value for their shareholders. Now, some people are buying MicroStrategy stock to get indirect exposure to Bitcoin, but if you want exposure to Bitcoin, just go buy Bitcoin. Yeah, that's all I got to say about this. Doesn't surprise me.
You know what? If you're gonna get into MicroStrategy, it's not a bad time. What is their stock looking at like right now?
Down. Their stock is
Yeah.
actually down a lot.
So you know what? As we mentioned before, if you're waiting for the spot Bitcoin ETF, if you lack the ability to purchase Bitcoin through your treasury system at your publicly traded company, or let's just say you don't have any interest in
They're down 8% today.
today, they're down 8%.
Yeah, they're
Holy shit!
yeah,
Today?
they're today.
Wow,
I mean,
that's a lot. That's a big drop
almost 30
And-
bucks.
in the stock market.
So they were over 800 bucks in November. So they've been on a downtrend here. I'll show you guys. This is MicroStrategy's chart. Let me go to a candle here. This is their, I want to say, 6-month chart. So, yeah. They've been trending ever down. They kind of hit that $859 mark, and then they've been going down slowly, rapidly, whatever you want to call it.
What interests me is the fact that they've leveraged a lot of debt to buy Bitcoin. And I'm not saying that these guys don't know what they're doing. They don't have a good long-term vision. I'm just curious. At some point, you got to be paying off debt. And if you over leverage yourself in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin drops, you have a lot of liability, it puts you in a bad spot. So I'm just kind of curious on, if they keep leveraging Bitcoin and it keeps dropping, at some point something's going to break. And I mean, I believe in MicroStrategy. I think they know what they're doing. Michael Saylor seems to have a good beat on being successful. He's grown MicroStrategy from small little baby to what it is now. And I don't know. I'm just kind of curious to see that. Now, 13 people in the chat. Let's go. We need 7 more people for the Vegas party. Now, if there is anything that you want, we're here shortly. We're going to go over the market analysis. So if there's anything that you would like us to take a look at, if any projects that you are invested in, if you're looking to exit, or a project you'd like to get exposure to and looking to buy, drop that in the chat. Or if there's just something you're super bullish and excited about, let us know as well. And then if you'd like to stay active in the chat, we can maybe get the other 7 people in here, and then we can have that Vegas party. So
That's right.
So MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor,
Strategy. That's good.
MicroStrategy. So really bullish on them. If you do want exposure, as I was mentioning, to the stocks, if you don't have access to Bitcoin, it is a great buy right now. Obviously, I like to look at. When I look at a cryptocurrency project, I like to see where the top was, at least in the short term. So if you just look back 4 months, you can see that MicroStrategy was trading at over $800 with the price at $300 at the moment. I would feel comfortable if I were to buy a stock, buy some MicroStrategy. I would assume it's going to cross the $800 threshold again sometime in the near future, within the next 12 months. So that's more than a 2x. So really good returns as far as in the stock market. So I think it's a great buy. So
HP said Cardano.
We love Cardano here.
You love Cardano, whatever.
I don't think it's the best buy right now.
Leon said he's stuck in loop ring. Hey, you're not stuck, my friend. You're just there. And it'll go up, don't worry.
Leon, I think loop ring right now is the best buy of this bear market.
What?
So everybody was saying that they wanted.
I'm going to buy loop ring right now.
Yeah, you should.
You know what? Actually, I put like $350 in my Coinbase account today. What should I buy?
Buy some loop ring.
I want you guys in the chat. Tell me, what should I buy that's on Coinbase? I will literally buy it right now. I will buy it right now. Let me know. Whatever gets the most answers, I will buy $350 worth of that crypto project. All right?
So with me,
spend some money.
I'm gonna sell you on loop ring, my dude.
You don't have to sell me on loop ring.
For 9 months. For 9 months, it traded at around 50 cents, and when it pumped, when it hit the $3 or whatever it was just a few months ago, I kept hearing this narrative like, man, I wish I'd have got some loop ring. Man, I wish I'd have got some loop ring. And then we covered loop ring. It's a really beautiful product. It brings a lot of worth to the Ethereum ecosystem, makes things cheaper and faster. It's convenient, and it has a nice, shiny, beautiful interface for novice people to use that's not overly confusing. So I like the product. I like the community. I like the growth. I like the price. It's at $1. Is it under $1 right now? I wouldn't be surprised if it's under $1. So anyways, people were crying about not picking up at 50 cents. It's not far off of there. All-time highs, $3. I could see it being
97 cents.
97 cents, man. Go out, not financial advice, and buy some if you feel crazy.
All right. So Robin says loop ring. Tex.io, never heard of it. Alchemix, never heard of it. But hey, Near Protocol.
We love Near Protocol. I love Near Protocol too.
Near is on Coinbase, right?
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, keep
Loop
throwing them in there. Keep throwing them in there. And when we get a majority of the people in the chat that replied, I will literally go and buy it.
Russell said Near Protocol fell. You want to take a peek at that just notate that when we get.
Oh, he's saying from its all-time high 20. I don't really care. Well, actually, let's do mid or high cap. HP mid or high cap.
Not the best time to get into low caps at the moment. So.
Yeah, I'd prefer to do higher cap, but I'm okay with mid cap, just as long as it's on Coinbase. All right, cool. What was I looking at?
No idea.
Oh, Near it fell. Okay, let's look at Near real quick. Yeah, it's down to $10. We did a Near video, and Robin hit the nail right on its head. He said it was going to pull back to $10, and here we are, $10. Quant.
That was the last deep dive video that we did where we had 2 of us. So now our normal model is that David does
solo, baby. So. Phantom, Terra, those are all good projects. Phantom, you know what? I like Phantom.
You see, like for me, when it comes to deep dives, I'm more opinion based, and I don't like to look at facts and charts. So when it comes to explaining a product,
I don't know if that's something you want to say to people. I don't like to look at facts.
No, I like to get the vibes. I like to know. I like to know what the community is interested in.
Let me help you before you lose all credibility.
So
there, okay?
with that said, I have more realistic future. I have a beat on what's actually happening. And yes, you can use charts to look at historical data, but when history looks nothing like the future does, why are we going to look back at the history? Because cryptocurrency, for what it used to be to what it's going to be, is nothing comparable. And so with that said, why even look at the past? We don't need charts. All you need is your boy. That's it. And so for deep dives, that makes no sense. But for the live stream, it brings for good entertainment.
Yeah.
So,
all right. What are we doing next? Should we do buy, sell, hodl, or should we do the market analysis?
Do buy, sell, hodl.
Buy, sell, hodl? Okay. We are doing our skit for today, buy, sell, hodl. If you don't know what buy, sell, hodl is, let me explain it to you in the simplest way possible. You were young. You were in junior high school. You were in high school. You're in a group of friends. And your friend Robin goes, hey, you got this person, this person, this person. You got to marry one, sleep with one, and kill one. What you got? And then you're like, okay. So we took that concept and we applied it to cryptocurrency and we named this skit buy, sell, hodl. I'm going to throw out 3 coins, 3 projects, 3 platforms, whatever the case may be. And we're going to go and we're going to say which one we're going to buy, which represents what we believe in the short term, which one we're going to sell, which represents what we don't believe in, and which one are we going to hodl? What do we believe in long term? We don't care what the price is at now, what the price is going to be in 6 months. We are hodling it. So, with that being said, let's go into our skit, buy, sell, and hodl.
Buy, sell, or...
All right.
You got to trim that intro down, bro. That thing was painfully long.
Yeah, just like
my fingernails?
Your nose, painfully long. All right. Buy, sell, hodl. I got three coins. I got Flow, Stacks, and Theta. Robin, go ahead. Flow, Stacks, Theta. Flow, Stacks, Theta.
Okay, I'm going to sell Stacks. It's a really cool project. Very lofty goals. I just think it's unrealistic. So if you're not familiar with Stacks, it's basically a layer 2 where they're incorporating smart contracts on top of the Bitcoin network. Bitcoin network isn't exactly known for their speed and their lack of congestion. So block size isn't that big. Data stored on the blockchain is not that large. And for that reason alone, I think putting smart contracts on the Bitcoin network is cute. It's promising, not exactly realistic, not something I believe in long term. But like I said before, I am kind of bullish on the idea. If they do execute it, holy crap, Stacks will moonshot, but I still don't think they're going to be able to do that, at least not as efficiently as other smart contract platforms like Binance, Cardano. Like, these platforms are built for that exact functionality. They're not trying to take an old rusty car and turn it into something it's not. Now, with that, we're in between Flow and Theta, 2 really big projects. So Flow, for me, has a lot of potential. It's just, I'll buy Flow. So Flow, they work with Dapper Labs, or Dapper Labs is the ones that launched Flow. They're the ones that run the NBA Top Shots. They just had an announcement, I think about a week and a half ago, where they're going to be partnered with the NFL. So that whole NBA Top Shots with the NFTs, you're going to see this familiar product launching with the NFL. They have tons of partnerships with club leagues, with the international soccer. So they have a big platform. They also have tons of partnerships. So I'm really excited about them, but I just don't see them getting into, like, say, the top 20. I just, don't see it. But Theta's move. Theta is huge. Like, they went from this small little baby to this huge powerhouse. It's obviously made a name for itself. It's not going anywhere. Everybody here knows Theta. There's no need to explain even what they do. So, yeah, that's those are my picks. What do you got?
Hodling Theta?
Yeah, hodling Theta.
All right, here are my picks. So buy, sell, hodl. I'm selling stacks, just like Robin. And my reasoning for selling stacks is they were the first. So first of all, they were founded by a bunch of VC firms, okay? A bunch of people with money, launch it. They're trying to do smart contract capabilities on Bitcoin. Great, okay. I mean, I guess it's exciting, but not super exciting. But for me, they were the first project to receive SEC qualification for a sale in the US, and they had a cash offering of $28 million. To me, that's a red flag. If you're getting okay from the SEC to launch an ICO, I don't want nothing to do with your project. I'm out. I'm out on stacks. I'm folding. I am going to fuck, do I really want to agree with Robin on everything here? All right. I am buying Flow. He mentioned Dapper Labs. Oh, I thought you were coming over there to hit me. I flinched a little bit. They're buying Dapper Labs, but huge partnerships for Flow. You got the NBA Players Association. You got UFC, Warner Music Group, Ubisoft, and OpenSea. These are all platforms that are partnering with Flow. It's exciting. I'm holding it. And you might be wondering, well, why aren't you hodling it? Because I'm hodling Theta for multiple reasons. First of all, the people behind the project, well, not behind the project, but part of their team, you got the co-founder of YouTube, co-founder of Twitch. So they understand streaming, they understand content, right? Which is what Theta is all about. They have a separate token for their gas fees, their transactions fees, Theta Fuel, which I like as well. I like the dual system, just like VeChain has with the VThor token. And some of their validators on their network include Google, Binance, Sony, and Samsung, just to name a few. So they got big names behind their project. And finally, content creators will go to Theta because they are able to make more money with the content they create and monetize their community. We all know video streaming, I mean, YouTube absolutely exploded when the pandemic happened. People are home, they're watching. I think it's only going to grow, and Theta will be there. There are a top 50 cryptocurrency projects, and I am hodling that long term. So to recap, I'm selling stacks, I'm buying Flow, and I'm hodling Theta. Let us know what you guys think in the chat. What are you buying? What are you selling? What are you hodling? All right? Last one. You know, we got to throw a funny one at you guys, all right? You got to buy, sell, hodl. A bus pass, a long walk, or an overly talkative Uber driver. All right, I'll go first. I am selling the shit out of an overly talkative Uber driver. I mean, when was the last time you sat in an Uber, you're like, oh man, I want to talk to the driver for 30, 45 minutes. And it's usually always dumb shit. Like, oh, hey, you know, of course, I'm friendly guy. So I'm, hey, how's your day going? Good, it's going good. And then if they start getting on a tangent about the people they picked up, or the movie they watched, or their popcorn didn't pop all the way, they had to throw half the kernels away, I don't really care. And I'm too nice to be like, hey, do you mind stop talking, because I don't really care what you have to say. I just sit there and I'm like, yeah, for sure, that's crazy, wow, oh my god, okay. So I'm selling an overly talkative Uber driver. I fucking hate buses. I'm going to buy a bus pass because buses are dirty, they're nasty. I don't like them. I've had a bad experience on a bus. I got picked on buses when I was little. And it's PTSD. Selling bus pass. I mean, I'm buying bus pass. And I'm hodling long walks. Nothing like walking outside, getting some fresh air, stretching your legs out, exercising. It's good for your heart. It's good for your cholesterol. It's good for your mental state. I'm hodling long walks. Robin?
Oh, sell the Uber driver, huh?
Yeah. The overly talkative one, yeah.
It's because, you know why? Because nobody wants to talk to your ass. That's why. Nobody wants to hold an intelligent conversation with this guy. I can't. I couldn't imagine having to sit in a car with David for 30 minutes. If I was the Uber driver, I would be dead silent, and it must be painful for the Uber driver to even have that conversation with David. So shame on you. I personally enjoy it. I want to know more about my Uber driver. I want to know, like, who are they? You are my friend for this short little trip. Where did you come from? What do you do for your other job? Like, where's your fam? Why is there a ketchup stain on the seat? Like you know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of things that I want to know about my Uber driver. Great conversation. Some of the most amazing connections you'll ever make is in a taxi or in an Uber. You know, you have this moment to have a conversation, converse with an individual that you may never cross again. You can ask personal questions. You can ask for advice, financial advice. The world is your oyster. So I am hodling the overly talkative Uber driver because nothing irritates me more than dead silence in a freaking 20-minute car ride. You're just like, you're looking out the window. You're like, tree, sign, tree, sign. You look at the back of the Uber driver's head, tree, sign. What kind of music are they playing here? I'm not vibing with it. So anyways, I'll take the Uber driver. Please, conversation up. Now, what am I gonna sell?
Your soul.
My soul. I'm gonna sell the long walk. My feet hurt. Do a lot of walking as it is. I'm lazy. You know what? I'd rather sit on a bus. Rather pull out my laptop. Rather look at some cryptocurrency information, and that's what I'm gonna do. Because we all know you can't read an article and walk at the same time. At least I can't. I run into stuff. So buying the bus pass and I'm selling the long walk. Thank you. David, any reaction to my picks here?
No, I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at.
Thank you for doing what you normally do.
I was looking at the picks of what people want me to buy, and Phantom, Terra Luna, they're not on Coinbase, guys, or else those are going to be my picks. Quant is, and so is. What's the other one you guys said? Quant and Near. Quant and Near. So I'm going to wait another 5 minutes. Right now, it's a split between Quant and Near. Let me know if there's anything else you guys would like me to buy or think is a good buy. Going with the community here. All right. That'll do it for Buy Sell Huddle. And we are moving on to our very last segment of the show, the market analysis. Let's get right into it. All right. Markets don't even say Solana, Russell. Don't even use those three letters. All right. Don't like Solana right now. All right. So we have the overall markets are down 2.3%. We were down over 4% when we first started the show. You got Bitcoin sitting at 36,100, Ethereum under 2,400, BNB 365. God, BNB, great buy. You all right, Robin? What are you doing?
I'm good, bro. I told you, man. I walk too much. My feet hurt.
You should have taken that overly talkative Uber driver. Cardano, $1.02. All right. Cardano, I want to share some news with you, my friends. All right. I saw this article.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Hold on. We thumbnailed the crap out of Cardano. So before we leave, you know what? When you pull up Cardano, we got a lot of things to talk about Cardano.
Yeah. Let me go over this article.
I don't want to clickbait the crap out of our audience. So came here for the Cardano news. We're not going to disappoint you. Thank you.
Cardano. We love Cardano. Let's pull the laptop back up. Massive Cardano blockchain load above 90% continues for over a week now. In particular, the average blockchain load over the previous 8 days, beginning on January 19th, has stayed over 90%, with the most recent reading on January 26th standing at 93.2%. This is the first time the system has ever achieved this level of blockchain load, and it is also sustaining the metrics, which is even more astounding. You have projects that launch, like Solana, like these smaller layer ones. They rush in during a bull market. They try to rush through and launch their shit, and they go in and they run into problems. Well, guess what? Cardano's taking their sweet ass time, and here's the proof of why that is so valuable. Even when their network is operating at over 95% capacity, there is no network system shutdowns. The network doesn't get compromised. They are scaling it like this is why we love Cardano. One of the reasons why we love Cardano.
So some other Cardano news. They hit over 4 million wallets as well, so which is a new record for them. They also have the launch of what's it called?
Adalend?
Adalend, yeah. So you have Adalend. So kind of similar to like what you would have with Aave. However, the Adalend is more of an intermediary. So I'm not sure if I've seen this project elsewhere. I'm sure it's not the first one, but first one that I've seen, first one of my attention. So basically, they take the user and they connect you to the lender, and they're the intermediary. So traditionally, you would pay another institution to find these for you. So basically, when you get all these applications for credit cards, they come from an intermediary who gets kickbacks and subsidies from you signing up for the card, for example. So just think of removing that person. And so, anyways, really cool project. Seems to has a lot of buzz right now as well. And then we have the launch of Sunday Swap. And then there's a lot of other DEXs on the horizon. We got MinSwap. Also, there's another one, brand new one that Charles had tweeted as well. The name of that one doesn't come to the top of my head, but
Robin Swap for a new co-host.
Yeah. Oh man, if there is anybody that would like to be my co-host, we will immediately replace David here.
Yay.
Or at least give him a couple days off, so in turn to give me a couple days off from this guy. So, but anyways, really bullish on Cardano. Great time to enter. Is it over $1 still?
Yeah, $1.02.
$1.02. So great time to enter.
You guys are gonna look back at $1 Cardano when it's at like $8-9. You're like, fuck, should have bought some.
This is kind of the same thing, man. I remember, was it 6 months ago? People were like, man, I can't get enough Cardano. They're like, I hope it drops down to $1.60 or something.
This is this is at like almost $3.
Yeah,
here you are, guys.
Yeah, your chances.
Put your money where your mouth is.
The money is made in the bear market. So investing in secure long-term projects, will come out of the bear market. HP reference. He wants to know why I'm not very bullish on Cardano at the moment. We love the project. I think it's great. Has a good vision. I like the whole proof of work thing, it being in the top 50. Now, for me, it just hasn't been around for a while. It pumped tremendously, came out of nowhere, and then it had obviously a big pullback. But it just hasn't had the staying power of other chains. So for me, just for my risk tolerance, I'd rather invest right now in a project that can come out of a bear market and has a history of doing so. So I'm looking at projects that, were launched in 2016 or 2015 or even 2017, went through the 2.5 years of a bear market, didn't shut down, didn't liquidate, didn't close, didn't screw out their investors, and then they came back. So now I feel confident with that idea that going through another bear market, that they won't shut down, because there was a lot of big projects that just never came back from the last bear market. So there's a lot of people that invested then. Hey, this sounds promising, but you know what? Never came back. Never made any money off of it. Ended up just continuously losing money, or the project got rug pulled for whatever reason. So I'm not saying that this will happen with Cardano. I highly doubt it, but you never know. I just feel more comfortable investing in Binance, Cardano, Chainlink, these projects that have been through a bear market before. So that's just my risk tolerance, but nothing bad to say about the project. I love Cardano. I think it's great. A little bit of an inflationary issue, but that's probably the only downside I see with it. Other than that, and they have a little bit more centralization than other projects, but that's just me being nitpicky. But I think if you hold Cardano, I think it's a great hold. Just for myself, I want more exposure to projects that have been through a bear market. Let's not kid ourselves. We are in a bear market right now.
We are in 100% a bear market.
Since November, we've had nothing but lower lows and lower highs, and it doesn't seem to be reversing anytime in the short term. So I would expect we'll be in the bear market for at least another 2 months, if not 2 years. So I don't think it's going to stretch out 2 years, but you should invest in playing out for the worst case scenario. And right now, that is a possibility. It happened 4 years ago, 5 years ago. It could happen again. So that's what I got.
Okay.
David, he's actually purchasing crypto right now.
I'm literally. So I'm looking for text.
I'm like looking at his exchange. Like
I'm looking
he's
for
like-
Text.io. I can't find it.
It's
I bought
not on
Polygon.
It's got to be on Coinbase. So
Yeah. I bought Polygon. I need to buy one more. So I split my 320 whatever the hell it was. $320. I bought Polygon. That's already bought. And I need another one. Quant might be it, but if you guys got some juicier, I'm all ears. I already have a shitload of ADA. I have a shitload of DOT. Chainlink, doesn't really excite me.
you didn't like my loop ring sales pitch?
I did like I like your loop. Okay, how about this?
Russell liked loop ring.
Should I buy loop ring? Should it be loop ring?
Or Russell says Polygon. Polygon would be a great
I
buy.
bought Polygon. I already bought. Polygon is bought.
Polygon.
Polygon is bought. Let me know. It'll be loop ring or something else you guys recommend. But stereo, Text.io, I couldn't find it on Coinbase, so no idea. Anyways, let's get back to the markets, kind of see what else the rest of the market is doing. Solana, $89, down 35.8% over the last 7 days. XRP sitting at 60 cents. I did pick up some XRP a few days ago. And then rounding out the top 10, we have Dogecoin. Robin denounced Dogecoin, said it was going to fall out of the top 10. It did, but guess who's back? Back again. Doge is back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Robin, what are your thoughts on old boy Doge coming back top 10?
Doge? No gracias. Now,
Near is, by the way, Near is not on Coinbase, so I would have bought that, but it's not.
so my thought on meme coins is there's money to be made there. There's gonna always be a community of people that are interested in buying what is essentially a glorified community token, where everybody pools their money together, and then when it's at its height, the smart people pull money out, and the dumb people just sit there and look at their portfolio shrink. And if they were smart, they would just hold it till it comes back. But the problem with meme coins is sometimes they don't come back. But Doge, SHIB, I'm sure they're here to stay. I don't think they're going to disappear out of existence. Maybe they will fade over time, maybe 10, 20 years. But in the short term, their community is so set in their ways, and people are so behind it. The community is so fierce and so strong. Doge and SHIB are not going to go anywhere. However, they're going to be outpaced and outrun by other markets. There's going to be technologies that come and replace the financial technologies that are in place now. Think of Visa. Think of wireless transfers. Think of the banking system. Think of gold. Think of money that is in Wall Street. These cryptocurrency will infiltrate and replace some of these current systems. And that is where the true money is. It might be flashy. You might see somebody at work that comes in and says, hey, I made $5,000 on Doge or SHIB. Great, cool for you. But the real money to be made, if you're looking for retirement, if you're looking to have wealth to pass on to your kids, it's going to be these solid projects that are in its infancy now that will take over the world later. And identifying these projects now is what we're here to do. That's why I'm here. I want to know what the next Apple, the next Facebook, the next Google, because these players are going to be blockchain technology driven companies. So that's what I got, bro.
All right. I'm going to do a little something here.
What do you got doing over here?
Just so you go. Oh, we don't have the fucking hyperdrive.
It's right here.
You keep babbling on over there, Robin. I will allow you to babble for the time being while I set.
Okay. So, what would you like me to babble about? Now,
you know what? Tell me what outside the top 10. What's your favorite project right now? And not Polygon. Not Polygon.
Loop ring? Can I say loop ring?
We already said loop ring. Say something different.
Jesus, guys, what are y'all excited about? And what would you like me to talk about? What would you like Big Rob to ramble about? Because I got a lot on my plate. I got a lot to say.
The Ramblin' Rob.
Ramblin' Rob. Algorand? I like Algorand. Algorand is one of my favorite projects. So founded by Silvio Mercalli. He was a computer scientist for at MIT, or he went to MIT, big computer scientist. He's the one that founded the what did he found? He found what's the protocol by Mina?
ZK Snark?
Yeah, the ZK Snark. So founder of that technology. So you have one of the smartest figures, and he was also a leading candidate to be Satoshi Nakamoto as well. So there's a lot of buzz about him. So the founder, amazing guy. The tech behind Algorand is amazing. And another thing, Charles Hoskinson, he always is on YouTube praising Algorand and what their protocol is about. You never hear him talking about any other projects outside of maybe Avalanche and Algorand. So that man has a good beat on what's going on in the market. Algorand has also seen a tremendous pump. That's a great if you're looking for a project that has kind of went through the bear market, that the price is pulled down and you're looking to get in, Algorand will be a great option at the moment. So
I want to show my receipts.
What you got?
Here are my receipts so you guys don't think I'm bullshitting you. January 27th at 12:28 Pacific time, I bought $100 and $200 worth of Algorand. And then I also bought another $160 worth of Matic. So guys, when we say we're going to do something here at Sin City Crypto, we don't bullshit you.
It took him 20 minutes to connect a wire to an iPad. Just in case you're wondering.
It was 5 minutes. Listen, this thing right here is called a hyperdrive, all right? I was looking for it. I thought we didn't have it. I found it. We're good. Anyways, let us know if there's any projects you guys want us to talk about. All right?
H&T?
Oh, helium. We did a
helium, yeah.
We did a deep dive on helium.
We love helium. We referenced...
I love helium, but I think with the chip shordage, I think it's what's going to hold them back.
There's been a lot of people having issues. There's like there's like a huge wait list to get one of their routers. I don't know the exact terminology, but basically the little node system that spreads the internet. But there's a lot of money to be made there. And if you're looking to get into mining and you want to help facilitate the helium network and provide broadband speed internet to your community, it's a great thing to do. I mean, I think you can get the routers for a couple $100, and then save some money on your internet and help out the neighborhood. And you can get mining rewards. Essentially, it's not technically mining, but you're securing the network and getting paid out for it. So
it's a really
great
cool
idea.
project.
It's a great idea.
It's super cool.
You know, it's one of those things. The more adoption they get, and the more people that plug into the network, the more efficient the network is, the more secure it is, the faster it is. And then, because like if you live in a sparsely populated area and you want to use helium, it's not for you. But if you live in New York or in LA or Chicago or here in Vegas, you have a lot more benefit from other people plugging into the network. So it has its advantages and disadvantages, but I like the project. I like the idea. It has a really big community. Helium is one of the largest communities that I've seen for a project the size that it is. So I don't know where's Helium at on the market cap list.
Hold on. I'm liking Russell. Russell said, buy shit, Rob will get mad. That was good. I wish I would have read that before I bought it. And then HP, he said, amazing guys. As a new sub, I'm impressed. Love that you are part of our crypto fam, our growing community, my friend. We are at the ground level of our vision to have a fun, entertaining, engaging cryptocurrency channel where we don't just talk about charts, where we don't just talk about numbers and articles. We want you guys to get value. We want you to have fun, entertain. We want to have fun with you. So we look at it as a collaboration of us and you guys as a whole. Not just me and Robin and Donnie, not just me and Robin, whatever the case may be. We are a team, and we're going to grow. You guys that are here right now, you will look back 6, 7, 8 months from now and be like, holy shit, we were there. We were there when they had 10 people in their
HP,
chat.
yeah, we always welcome people here at the studios. If you ever find yourself here in Las Vegas, You're always welcome to come by. Here, show them the couch. Show them the couch. You know what? We actually have Stereo 2 coming into the studio tomorrow.
Leave it on the couch. Let me just
look at this.
show you, man.
Right here, they can't hear you. There's not a microphone on you, bro. So Anyways, the couch is from the 1950s. It's stuffed with horsehair. It was one of our prized possessions here. We liquidated some Bitcoin to get this couch. So a really cool collector's item. It's like a Vegas vintage. It's from one of the original hotels. A lot of fun. Anyways, Stereo 2, we're excited to have you in here tomorrow. And if you want to come by, you're in Vegas, stop by. We'd love to have you. And we're going to wrap it up because we got some deep dives to film. You're staying there? All right. So I'm gonna sign us. I'm gonna sail us out of here. So go ahead and roll the outro music, my dude. Thank you so much for checking us out. I'm gonna go live one more night because you fulfilled your promises. We had over 10 people in the live stream last night. So at 6:30 p.m. If you couldn't get enough of Sin City Crypto, we'll be back. At least I will. A little bit more relaxed vibes, not so much arguing. A little bit more Q&A. So really excited about that. Otherwise, if you're not at the live tonight, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Thanks. Peace.